Yeah.
Off a win last week with a record of 5-2, and I know that one of their losses was against Silver Creek. That was, for the most part, was pretty competitive. I think they got beat by 2 or 3 scores, but it was close for a while there. And but their 2 losses have been they've been competitive in every game. So Eastern is going to have to be ready to go here tonight, compete like we did in the first half last weekend up there at Salem defensively, and hopefully keep ourselves in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, looking back to last week, a little different circumstances of play here or there. It's a one-score game really at the half, and we didn't let them just dominate the game. They scored, I think, 3 touchdowns the first half, and we give them one late, and then they scored 3 in the second half. And, there was it may have been the hardest game since the West Washington game I've seen our kids play. We tackled hard, so then we lost our leader and best probably all around offensive player and Dallas Starrett due to get 2 personal fouls, which I feel like the second one was kind of iffy, but it's a rival game. Everybody was fired up, and that's what it's about. But and I don't know the status on him tonight. Is he out the first half, or does he get to play at all tonight, or that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. But we're going to have to come out with the same intensity tonight, I believe. And they got a running back that's one of the leaders in the state in rushing. In 7 games, he's got over 1,100 yards, I've heard. So, we're going to have our hands full. We're going to have to tackle. We can't arm tackle like we tried to do the big boy last week at Salem.
Yeah. I know as far as the injury report, I think we got Caleb King back now this week, so that's a big plus for us. We missed him last week, and having him back on defense there is going to be a big help to us. Fall break around. Got some kids missing this week, I believe. Not sure how many, Mikey, but that's always a factor when you got fall break that falls right in the middle of football season, volleyball season. COVID's around here. You've had vacations postponed for a year, 2 years, and you've had to push them off, and some kids just have to take those vacations. So it's unfortunate. So. But hopefully we got about 5 minutes to go here before game time, Mikey. And what else is going on around Musketeer Nation?
Well, volleyball team finished up their regular season last night. Played North Harrison tough in 4 sets, getting beat 3-1 in that ball game. They'll move into sectional play this coming week. Got a pretty decent job or draw. They drew Henryville. We'll play the first game Thursday night. Henryville's a team that we beat early in the year at Henryville in 5. So, we're very capable of beating them. And then you're going to get another team that is very good, in my opinion. They're probably one of the favorites to win it. In Mitchell is who you'd probably see. And I wasn't at that game, but I think I watched it on TV, but I think that we're capable of competing with them.
Yep.
So I think good things next week. Tennis is finished up, I believe, last week into their season. And they're not in an easy sectional at all, playing over at Floyd Central, playing over with them in New Albany. But I think they had a decent year this year. Right around the corner, we'll be calling basketball.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. We're on the heels of basketball season here, and but we got a few more weeks of football here.
Sectional draw Sunday for football.
The sectional draw is Sunday, and then next Friday night we got senior night here against Charlestown, and then we'll see where the chips fall as far as what we get for sectional, whether we'll be at home or be on the road. We're going to draw what's right in Central or Union County, the furthest school away from us, and we'll have to play up there.
Oh yeah. But, here's the thing. I'm looking down there. It looks like Dallas will be out the whole game. He's not even dressed in uniform, as he's down there in jeans and a ball cap. So, that's a big loss for the Musketeers. That puts a heavy load on, freshman Jones. He's going to play quite a bit.
And if I'm looking down there on the field, I'm counting 23 kids tonight.
So first game of the year, we counted 42.
Yep.
So you're almost in half of what we should have.
Yep. I know we have 42 rostered here, and looks like we're getting ready to get the national anthem here. So we'll step away here, word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
I'm new store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra-large pizza with big, foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones CNC, you see so many, so they pay so little.
Welcome back to Eastern High School here. As the team captains come to the center of the field here, we're going to get the coin toss, see who's going to receive for the start of this game here. Mikey, what do we need? I know we talk about it every week, but what do we need to do to stay in this game and give us a chance to possibly win at the end of it here? What do we need to do?
Well, I think offensively, we can't come in here and have, 3 and out, 4 and outs early. I think we've got to be able to move the ball. And, I don't know if we're starting Nathan or Cody on, a quarterback. That kind of changes the dynamic of how we play. But I think we got to kind of control the game. Defensively, we can't give up the big play.
Yeah.
We got to tackle. We got to, not allow them to, get a big play that's hurt us in the past. A few games of, we're in a ball game and we give up a big play, and we can't have that tonight.
And I think one of the biggest things too, Mike, is we got to minimize or eliminate the penalties. The 100 yards. I mean, we got to be in the past few games. We got to be close to 100 yards in penalties, and we can't have that. We cannot have that. The false starts.
And they've been timely penalties. Last time we was here, we had I think it was Salem game too. We had a 30-yard pass play that was brought back because of a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
We can't have those, like you said. But the Musketeers will receive first.
And we got. I know we had give Salem 2 first downs last week of being offsides. And that's just teams like that. You can't do that stuff against them.
So
looks like the Musketeers are going to receive here.
So it's going to be important to have a good series here to start with. Last week we seen onsides like they were from style. So if they watch that tape, we'll see if Scottsburg tries something like that. But
McBride and Adams are in the backfield here. There's a kick.
Got a whistle already.
I see no flags.
So it must be false start on false start on the Warriors. Scottsburg's done a nice job with their program, just coming into football in the last 5-6 years. And, as competitive as they are. So So here we go. Set to kick it off again. It's a short kick. Garrett Jury with the receipt receives the kickoff. And Sight gets about 3 or 4.
It'll be brought down about the 43, 42.
Yeah. Good field position to start with.
Yeah, you can't ask for much better. That's kind of a pooch kick there. I think that was intentional. I don't know if he's trying to offside it or what, but
so it looks like Nathan's going to start at quarterback for us.
Play clock started. Nathan's going to go out of the shotgun with Nathan McBride back there with him. Snap to McBride. He's going to keep it himself and going to be brought down for about a 2 or 3 yard loss.
Scottsburg come with the blitz right out of the gate.
Yeah, they did.
And we didn't pick it up.
Plays being called in here and get it set up.
And that's something you talked about last week, Wes, and how long it takes us to get our plays in. I mean, we burnt 2 or 3 timeouts just because we couldn't get the play in off in time.
Trips left here with Oliver Adams on the right. Here's a handoff here to McBride. He shakes a couple tackles. He's going to get pretty much back to the original line of scrimmage here, maybe gain 1 on the play. Pretty good effort by McBride there.
That was a tough 3 yards.
Yeah.
And you can see how muddy and wet our field is. I mean,
yeah, the band was on it earlier, and you could tell where they're, between the 30s here that they were leaving marks there. I don't know if it was water in the field or we just got that much rain.
Well, they said it rained here this afternoon. It's got a downpour here in Beacon, so.
3rd and 10 here from our own 43. McBride back, set the pass. He lets it go. Pass intended. I believe that's got to be pass interference. He had a hold of Oliver there. Did he not have a hold of his arm there?
Yeah, he wasn't allowing him to come back to the ball.
That brings up 4th and 10.
So the Musketeers, I assume, will probably punt it away here.
Braden Jones, we're bringing on the punting team here. Bob's got to know. Oh my, nice forward lateral here. Enough for a first down and more, and he's off. He's to the 30, 25, 20. McBride's going to be brought down at about the 15. I'm not sure if this is the forward lateral because we wasn't ever back to the line of scrimmage here.
No, I think he was. And I don't know, this kid's played all year. He's a senior. I don't think he's played. But they put him into punt, and he was getting ready to get tackled. He just threw it, and McBride caught it and ran it for about 50 yards.
That's a first down on the 17-yard line there.
And I'm sure Coach Dean's saying that's just how we drew it up.
We drew it up. I was kind of speechless there for a minute. I didn't know what we were doing. And
so Musketeers will be at what about the
right steps back. Little screen pass here, and it
almost
is
picked off.
Second 10 from 17 here. Boy, it'd be nice to punch one in here, Mikey.
Oh, especially after that
big play like
ESPN top 10 play we just seen. I want to give a shout out. We got all the little cheerleaders out here tonight that we fixed 100 hot dogs for.
Well, they had looked like I'd say you got a solid 60 down there. I think
that's just the first half crew. Second crew, the second half.
Oh, okay.
And my daughter's one of them down there.
I'm on the snap pass.
Going to get rid of it.
Pass is incomplete. Who was that intended for over there, Mikey?
I'm thinking it was Jones, maybe.
Okay.
Offensively, we need to go back to the punt play because that's the only thing we're getting positive yards on.
3rd and 10, 9:38 to go here in the first quarter. No score yet. Musketeers looking to punch one in here early in the game here. McBride out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, cut it back up the middle. He's about to 10, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. Pretty good fake there, and then he cut it right back up the middle, Mikey.
That was a good run by Nathan. And I'm going to tell you right now, if we win this ball game, you can look back to this punt play.
Oh, yeah.
That could be the difference in the ball game.
I'm not sure that I've ever seen anything like that before.
I bet there's NFL scouts looking for this play now.
Well, it almost looked like he was about ready to punt, Mike, and he's like, oh, my gosh, here they come, and I'm getting rid of this play.
Musketeers go for 2, and McBride gets it in, so it'll be an 8-0 lead for the Musketeers. You know, this is the first time, Musketeers have had a lead since the West Washington game here, first game of the season.
Yep.
You know, this is big time for them. In talking with your son, you talked to him, and what you told me, it's been a tough week of practice with, limited kids here.
Yeah.
And, and you're out with, Dallas out. I mean, that's a big first drive of the game to come down and get 8 points.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that is huge. And because we pretty much got nothing off the first 3 plays, and then you drop this punt play, or whether it was drawed up or not, and get, you gain 60 yards off of it. And but we'll see what the Musketeers can do here on defense as we're coming back on the field set to kick this thing off to them.
Now, here's a big part of all this, Wes, is as spectacular as that play was, and you're able to convert the touchdown, it's going to be huge to come out here and get a stop right now. Don't give them a big play to get the momentum back on the other side. So, and it looks like this kid is, Chris Van Gleen. He's kicking off for us tonight, too.
Is it Chris Van Galen?
Okay, Van Galen.
Van Galen.
He might pull a stunt right here on this kickoff, Wes. Not a bad kick. About the 25. Comes there to the near side.
Number 6 here. Jordan Lyons has it. He's shook a couple of tackles.
Had him, and we
finally brought down.
Zach Bickus had him at about the 35, and he just tried to arm tackle him. And, now Scottsburg's going to get great field position and start at about our own 40-45. So, it's a great run back of about 30 yards.
Traven Crawford looks like he's running back. They're going 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left here. So
this is, remember, the Titans. This is like Monday Night Football out here. I mean,
I'm talking New York Jets, ain't we?
Yeah, I mean, and for having one of the top running backs in the state, and he ain't even in the backfield is.
There's Rouse. He steps back. He's going to let one go long. And it's going to be broke up. Nathan had him covered over there. Good coverage there by Nathan. The pass was intended for Jeremy Newton.
That was a good throw, really.
That's a strong throw.
I know Scottsburg fans probably listening to us, but I want to give a shout out. I know you do too, to the young man that got hurt against Silver Creek. Hopefully he's on the road to recovery and doing okay. Never want to see that happen to a young athlete or any athlete. So
looks like we got somebody behind the quarterback now here. Probably, I'm going to say it's probably Crawford. Now here's a screen pass to the right side to number 88 that's complete. He's got enough for the first down. It's going to be brought out with about a 15-yard gain there. Langdon Holbrook, sophomore.
And that's the thing. That's 2 plays, and, they moved the ball 15 yards pretty easily.
We got a player down on the opposite side of the field here. I'm not sure who it is. They're being tended to right now. We'll take a break here. Hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be back to you. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM.
The beautiful John Jones Showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many, so they pay so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones Showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many, so they pay so little.
Welcome back to Eastern High School here as the player is up and he is walking off the field, and it is Andrew Adams, so good to see that, Mikey. Hopefully he'll be okay, walking off, get back in there. We're back at it here at Scottsburg. It's 1st and 10, 9:06 to go in the game off from our 32-yard line as they'll go to work here. We'll side pass over here to number 15, Mason Busick.
Jury with the tackle.
We'll give him half of it, Mikey.
Well, this is a night you don't want white uniforms. I can tell you that.
No, it's nasty out there tonight.
Now, 2 screenplays by Scottsburg, and they've moved it about 25 yards now. So,
yet it's Justin Morrow, and they're going to hand it off to Morrow as he cuts up the middle, and he's going to get about 5 on the play there.
Jones on the tackle.
So, 2nd 6 from the 14 here is as Roush will go to work here. Another handoff tomorrow. He cuts it back. He's going to be met right in the backfield by number 52.
Michael Abney.
Good tackle by Abney there.
Yeah.
Good tackle. A loss of a couple yards on that one.
So, yeah, to bring up a 3rd and 8 from the 16 now.
I think they'll go back to that screen pass, Mikey.
Been pretty effective, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're at about 8 or 7:45 to go here in the first. Musketeers with an 8-0 lead.
He's going to step back. Here's Rouse across the center. Pass is caught. And he'll be brought down by Nathan McBride. That'll be enough for a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Warriors. Good catch by that young man. You know, he kind of stretched out there and got that. Good pass by the quarterback, too, Rouse.
You know, and that's what we talk about. You know, you had him in a 3rd and long, and, you know, you gotta come up with a stop right there. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Morrow hands it off to Morrow. He's going to keep it himself. He faked me out on that one, Mike, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown for Scottsburg. Hey, you faked right tomorrow, and then he kept it himself, went left side, and we hardly touched him as he walked it in to the end zone.
Well, that's kind of what we did with Nathan down here on this end, you know, great play. And Scottsburg's going to go for 2.
try to tie this thing back up with 7:05 to go in the first quarter. 8-6 is your score right now. Musketeers on top.
Trainer's still walking with Adams down here on the sideline. Hopefully he'll be able to get back in, but rolls it out.
Rolls out.
Got it on the prowl.
He's still scrambling backwards. He gets passes complete tomorrow. Still alive. He's going to be brought down. Nice tackle there by.
There's a couple of great plays in my opinion. That's a good heads up by the quarterback to keep it alive, and then that's the plays that's in the past have haunted us. We got somebody sacked for 15 yards and they somehow make a big play out of it. So
2-point conversion is no good by Scottsburg. Musketeers will get it back here, holding on to a 2-point lead with 7:05 to go in the first quarter.
Adams is running down here on the sideline, checking things out, so hopefully we'll get him back in the ball game. He's a big offensive part of it for us. So
got baseball going on right now, Mikey. The playoffs got Jake Johannesmeyer down in front. I know he's watching that Braves game.
Yeah,
big Braves fan. Give you a couple score updates here from today. It looks like the Astros kind of took care of the White Sox again, so they'll take a 2-0 lead in that series. Red Sox are up on the Rays right now, 2-0 in the top of the first with bases loaded, and the Milwaukee Brewers are up 2-1 on the Atlanta Braves in the bottom of the eighth.
Another score update, the West Washington Senators are up 8-0 on Crawford County.
Scottsburg set to kick off. I believe they may get another false start. A timeout here, I guess, so we can get Adams back in the game.
Oh, he's still without his helmet with the trainer. I don't know what the timeout was about. If we didn't have the right personnel on, or
I'm not sure, Mikey. It's top of the first there down in Tampa, Mikey, and the Sox have already pushed 2 across and scored 2 and had bases loaded. They just did get out of the inning. The Rays did, so we're going to the bottom of the first. But I tell you, that Tampa Bay Rays team they're solid, man.
yeah,
They are solid.
But kind of a little deep down, I got to root for the Red Sox a little bit with the Indiana baseball boy, Kyle Schwarber on there. He hit one against the Yankees there the other night.
Well, I don't know about you. I don't care who's playing the Yankees. I'm pulling for whoever's playing the Yankees.
Yeah, it's about like when Purdue's playing.
Yeah.
So let's try this again. I don't see no different in our lineup, Wes, of why we called the timeout.
It looked like Coach Dean was talking to the referee over there about something. I don't know. There's a line drive.
McBride gets it.
Bring it out, and he's not going to get a whole lot there. He got out to the 30 here. Well, not bad field position for the Musketeers to get going here.
No, but, you notice that he kind of was just waiting for his blockers and said, I'm just going to hit the hole and see what happens. And our blockers never got formed up. So we're going to stay with Nathan here with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, 8-6 Musketeer lead. Hand it off to McBride, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Gets about a yard.
Second and 9, 6:42 to go here in the first quarter.
Adams is back in the ball game. He's here on the near side, so that's good to see. We're at 15 seconds and we're still getting a play in, Wes. We've talked about this. Toysh keeps it on the left side on the quarterback keeper. He's going to be
It's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where he marks him. We're going to mark him short, I think, Mikey.
He comes up with a little up his gimp or trying to fix his sock or.
He looks okay. Maybe his pad got knocked off to the side or something there.
One thing we did early we haven't done late is Jones running the football.
Well, Jones, I noticed he wasn't even in the game here to start this series. I don't know if he's back in there now or not, but there's a handoff to McBride. I think he's going to get a first down, Mikey.
Yep. He runs hard.
Here comes Jones back into the game right now. Yeah, Nathan does run hard. Hey, you got a little bruise. It looked like you got bumped there on the arm a little bit.
A little stinger.
Trips right. Jury over on the left side here. As Toysh goes out of the gun with Braden Jones. Hand off to Jones. He breaks the tackle. He's out and up to a first down to the 55, 40, 35. Good run by Braden Jones right there.
Garrett Jury out front with the block leak, so
I wasn't even watching. Yeah, they're pretty good buddies. They like to ride motorcycles and stuff together. And got to tell a story about Braden. I guess Garrett was telling me he's going to give himself a reverse mohawk the other day. So he goes to go right down the middle. Well, it was a little bit too close, I think. So he ended up cutting all his hair off. So he's got a buzz haircut now. So there's another handoff. No, Nathan keeps it himself, and he breaks it. He's going to hit payday right here. Touchdown, Musketeers. Tell you what, he's done that twice. Faked that and kept it and cut it right up the middle there. And
well, the key to that is you've had two plays where we've got a big play with the running back on that side, and that's crucial to make that play work. And there's about 20 kids missing tonight that might not see the field. Their stop may be taken.
Musketeers going to go for two here. It's Toysh. He hands it off to Braden Jones, and he's going to get it in. 16-6 here now. Musketeers with the lead.
I'll be honest with you, Wes. We're 7 minutes into this game when we put 2 touchdowns on the board. I'm pretty excited about what I'm seeing now. I mean, down 18 to 20 kids, and Ollie Jury up here causing all kinds of commotion.
Won the roster. A good start by the Musketeers here. I think they got to be excited about this here, and now let's continue it on the other side here. Get a stop. Like you talk about, Mikey, don't give up the big play,
Yeah, I mean, and if you can get a stop here with the way we're moving the football, I mean, you could be putting yourself in pretty good shape. But, I mean, there's a lot of football to be played.
I got to get this name right. Van Gallen. Chris Van Gallen set to kick this thing off again.
Right now, he's a hero.
Oh, yeah. That's Sports Center highlight there. I mean, that is a Sports Center highlight.
A senior, I mean, that's a play you won't forget.
Gallen set to kick it off. Good. Better kick this time. That's back to about the 20. Number 9 brings it out. He gets it out to the 30. To the 40 now.
He's going to break it.
And he's going to break it, and we're going to have trouble catching him right here. And we're going to be pushing him out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
I want to point something out. It's a great run by Scottsburg, number 6,
Jordan Lyons.
But our kicker was the first one down to try to tackle him.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he about had him at the 25.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to stop saying we can't give up the big play, Mikey. Every time it seems like I say that, we give one up. So here we go. See what the defense can do here for our first and goal here for Scottsburg. From the 7, as Rouse is going to go out of the shotgun with Morrow right behind him.
Hands off to Morrow, and he's not going to get much.
May have got one.
You know, and here's the thing I'm looking at, Wes, is you're not giving, if you're Scottsburg, even if you score, you know, you're excited you scored, but you're not giving your defense much time to rest.
No. Second goal from the 6.
Oh, that's twice they ran that.
Yep. And I tell you what, that's twice that he's faked everybody out on it, including us up here.
Yeah, we had that running back setting duck, and he's sitting there thinking, why have I get tackled? So that'll make it 16-12. We got a barn burner here at Pekin tonight.
We'll see who gets the ball last, it's looking like right now.
It could come back to 2-point conversions.
We're going for the 2-point conversion here.
He's going to keep it again.
And then walk it in again. That makes the score 16-14, Mikey, with 4:20 to go in the first quarter here.
You want to step away and hear a word from our sponsors?
Sure.
Come join us on Friday, September 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. The Washington County Chamber of Commerce is hosting their Friday Night on the Square Festival packed full of fun activities, unique shopping, and amazing food. This year, we are expanding our footprint thanks to our Kids Zone sponsor, Success Mortgage Partners, and our gold sponsors, Central Credit Union, National Youth Advocate Program, WSLM Radio, and SMX Staff Management. For more information, follow us on Facebook or call Eric at 812-883-4303.
This is Becky White from...
Hi. Welcome back to Eastern High School here as the Musketeers are set to receive here as Scottsburg just score again to cut this Musketeer lead to 16-14.
Well, we're not even 8 minutes into this game, and we've seen 4 touchdowns.
And here's the kickoff for the Scottsburg Warriors. Short kick, and it comes to number 20.
Is it Jones or Fickus?
I think it was Fickus, 25. I don't know what, I know Jones looks like Jones is on the kickoff team that he sits the first play, and I don't know if he'll bring him in for the second play of the line scrimmage or not. I don't know. It's the second time, 2 times in a row that they've done this, so. Let's see what the Musketeers come up with here now. As they'll start from their own 36 here.
Ten seconds to go on the play clock.
Ball's fumbled. Picked back up, fumbled again. Scottsburg's trying to pick it up, and they do recover it. And going to be brought down.
Number 15, Macon Busick with the fumble recovery.
Not what we needed.
No.
Not what we needed. Now we give them excellent field position.
And this is really all 3 of their possessions. They've had it in real good field position. I mean, you know, McBride fumbled it, got it back, and then he fumbled again, you know. At that point, you just take your loss and, you know, reset for second down.
Scottsburg set to take over here from the 22. Rouse, he's going to step back, look at the pass, flips it over the top. Pass is complete in the end zone.
Got a flag on the play.
Touchdown by Holbrook.
It's on Scottsburg, it looks like.
Holding on Scottsburg, so that'll bring her back.
The Musketeers catch a break there with 3:57 to go here in the first. The Musketeers hold to a 16-14 lead after a fumble by McBride. The Scottsburg Warriors on the attack now. After the penalty, they'll be at about the 37.
Snap to Roush. He's going to pass again. Across the middle. Pass is complete to number 13, Newland, and he's going to get it in.
I mean, we didn't even look like we put a receiver or a defensive back on him that time.
No. So that didn't take long. One play from the line of scrimmage, and 20-16 now, Scottsburg. 3:49 to go here in the first quarter. As it looks like Scottsburg will go for two again to try to push their lead out to 6 here. Rouse, hand off to Morrow, and he'll walk it right in.
So 22-16 with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first, and an offensive explosion in the first quarter.
Let's step away one more time, Mikey. Here, word you're listening to Musketeer football on WSLM, Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, Taylor here from John Jones Salem Service. Time for that fall maintenance, so if you've been putting it off, the time is now. Stop in and get a free 27-point inspection and a free alignment check with any service. Call today at 877-473-5546 to make your appointment, or just stop in and see us. 1450 South State Road 60, Salem, Indiana. We look forward to seeing you.
At John Jones CNC, you see so many, so they pay.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here. Scottsburg set the kickoff to the Musketeers again. It is, and it looks like Braden Jones come up with it. And fumble again, and Scottsburg's going to get it again.
Looks like Jones is still down. Slow to get up.
That's our second fumble and 2 possessions, Mikey, and give them field position again from our 43-yard line with 3:42 to go in the first. As Roush is set to go from the shotgun here, we got trips right for the Warriors with Morrow in the backfield. He's going to step back, looking to pass again, lets it go. Pass, receiver open. It's going to be brought out of bounds.
Well, I've heard about the running attack. I didn't know about no passing
Well,
attack.
Garrett, talking to Garrett today, he said they were going to pass the ball. He said they did pass the ball a lot, so
That's about a 30-yard pass play. 25, maybe.
First attempt from the 14 here. Man in motion here. Back. Roush, flag on the play. And he's going to be brought down for a loss. We'll see what this flag is for.
I think they had 2 people in motion at the same time. I don't know if I'm Luke. I don't
Probably decline that. I think that's what the discussion is down here on the. Oh, looks like the Musketeers are going to decline it.
So that'll make it a second down and
Like about 17.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
There's a handoff. Oh, they're going to get to him, and he's going to be brought down again for another loss.
That's Caleb King right there.
They kept an eye on it that time, didn't they? And
good to have him back on the field.
yes, it is.
So we got
up a 3rd and 21, Mikey. We're under 3 minutes. We need to stop right here. We don't need to give up another one right here.
I think they're in 2-down territory.
Unless they got a kicker. A good one. That'd be a bomb from right there. Here's Roush. Step back. Pass. We broke up here.
Who's got a hand on that? If he was open. Looks like maybe Adams.
Yeah, it looks like Adams.
So it'll be 4th and 21. This be big if we get a stop here, Wes.
Absolutely. 2:30 to go in the first. Scottsburg up 22-16. Roush out of the gun again, trips left. He stepped back, look at the pass again, and he's going to break a couple tackles sitting in the pocket. And he had to get rid of it. We're going to have a flag on the play. We'll see what this is.
It's either going to be intentional grounding or roughing the passer.
I don't think it could be roughing the passer there, but
yeah, I call him grounding. Looks like.
Yeah.
I didn't know he got rid of it, and we still hit him pretty hard.
I don't like that call either. Do you?
No,
I mean, I don't. So the Musketeers will take over now from their own 25 here with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Down 6, 22-16. It seemed like this quarter's kind of drug on, but there's been a lot of action, Mikey, in the first quarter.
And that stop right there was huge for the Musketeers. I mean, to go from dominating, or controlling the first part of the first quarter to 2 straight turnovers here. We need something positive on this possession.
There's McBride. Nathan's going to keep it again and not going to get much out of that one.
So they got back to about the line of scrimmage.
Salem got a tough one tonight down at Charlestown, Mikey.
Yeah.
Haven't got any score updates on that game yet, but that should be a good one down there. Trips right again for the Musketeers. Handoff.
Maybe a 2-yard gain right there.
Looks like that was McBride on that carry here. Clock still running down a minute and a half here. Be a 3rd and 9 for the Musketeers. See what the Musketeers can come up with this time here.
15 seconds to go on the play clock. 10 seconds.
There's a snap. Screen pass to the right. There'd be nothing there with the fumble, and I think he was down before the ball come loose, but
we picked up a couple yards on that, though.
Yeah.
So it's decision time for the Musketeers. Do we see that punt play again?
Well, it looks like they brought on the punter. Van Galen's back in there. We'll see if he's got another trick up his sleeve here. Van Galen set to punt this thing away. Bad snap. He does get the punt away. Good roll for the Musketeers. Picked up by number 6 from Scottsburg. He gets it out to about the 35, the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
Our front coverage is horrendous right now.
It's not been real good. Either they're blocking really good or I'm not sure what's going on.
So once again, looks like we got a flag on the field.
"17 seconds left in the first quarter here, Mikey. 22-16, Scottsburg holding on to that 6-point lead here.
They're going to bring it back.
Well, Scottsburg's they've kind of shot themselves in the foot here too in this first quarter with penalties, and we've done the same with the two fumbles that we've give back to them. So we'll see if the defense can make another stand here as the ball's on about the Eastern 35 here as Roush will go to work with trips left again for the Warriors. Morrow in the backfield. Hand off to Morrow.
It's about 5.
Yep.
So that'll should bring us to the end of the first quarter with a little bit of everything in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Eastern Scottsburg here tonight. At the end of the first quarter, Scottsburg 22, the Musketeers 16. We'll step away here and word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
I'm new store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra large pizza with big foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins.
Hi, welcome back to Eastern High School. Start of the second quarter here. Scottsburg Warrior football. 2nd and 5 to go from the Eastern 30. Snap to Roush. Hand off to Morrow. Up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. Back out to the left. He'll get enough for a first down and brought down at about the 12. We're not doing a very good job of getting off tackle right here to get these.
Yeah. Well, they burn us so much with that option with the quarterback that,
Are we cheating it now?
I think we're kind of going towards him now, and now he's handing it off. And that's what that play's designed to do. I mean,
first and 10 from the 15. There's another handoff tomorrow. He'll break out to the right-hand side. Breaks the tackle. Is going to be brought down.
looks like Jury with the tackle. He's everywhere.
Well, he is playing the position where he's kind of the last line of defense there, being out there free safety. So, we typically don't want him to get to him.
Yeah. And typically we don't have, we don't want to play freshmen, but our freshmen have stepped up, played really well with him and Braden Jones. Here's the handoff to tomorrow. We get him in the backfield. There's Braden Jones
again. That'll be a loss, won't it, Mikey?
I believe so. That'll make it a third.
Third and about 2 or 3 from the 8-yard line. Early here in the second quarter, Scottsburg up 22-16. Roush out of the shotgun again. Morrow behind him. Here's a pass across the middle, intended for, I believe, number 13, incomplete. So it'll bring up a fourth down here, and they're going for it, Mikey. And I can't say that I blame them.
No, I mean it's kind of, especially in high school football, and you're this close, you're going to go for it. If Musketeers can come up with a hold,
that's what I'm saying. It's a big play for the Musketeers right here if we can hold them. Well, here we go. 4th and goal from the 8. Hand off to Martin. He's going to be met. He's not going to get it. They flipped it back to Rouse. Rouse passes
almost intercepted.
Good defensive set there by the Musketeers. They was aggressive on that, and
well, that's 2 times though we've had them way in the back for a loss, and they come up and with heads up plays to keep the play alive, and about pulled it off there.
I think Holly's trying to tell me something.
I thought that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Text her, ask her to bring me a drink, and she brings me a Diet Mountain Dew. So I take it for maybe that's all they had was Diet. I don't know.
I did hear Mr. Newcomb say that at the start that that's all the Mountain Dew they had for the night. That I don't know if they didn't get a delivery in fall break this week or what, but I wish he'd get the Mountain Dew Zero.
Yeah, that would be a heavy seller. I think Musketeers take over here. Nathan keeps it himself, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to gain what looks like 2 or 3 on that play, Mikey.
We just need to hold on to the football here.
Yeah.
It's finally the team's getting deep. Going to have a long field to go.
Got trips left here, Mikey, with Braden Jones and probably Andrew Adams on the opposite side over there. Here's a snap to Nathan. Fumbles it. Passes intended for Andrew Adams. It's incomplete.
Well, that got bobbled up because Jones got in his way and about knocked the ball out of his hands. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Scottsburg's done a nice job now on the option as well, taking Nathan away.
Yep. Third down for the Musketeers. Snap. Pass is incomplete, intended for Adams. That brings up a 4th down. That will bring on the punt team. Van Galen's leg's going to be, you're going to have to ice that thing at halftime, Mikey.
You watch this. He'll be the first one down on coverage. He kicks and goes into a dead sprint down there. If he could get to the guy, he's going to hammer him when he gets there. He's done a nice job for first time punting in the game.
He has. Here's a snap to Van Galen. He's going to get the punt off. Low punt. Here it comes. Brought down.
Finally did a decent job on the punt return.
Jordan Lyons brought down. They're going to have good field position here from about the 25, Mikey.
Well, it's a good thing that Garrett don't play till 1 tomorrow in his travel baseball. He's going to be wore out tonight.
I know he come home last week from Salem, said he was awfully sore the next morning. There's 9 minutes to go in the first half here. Kind of been back and forth here for a few possessions.
Yeah,
Mikey.
both teams have kind of settled in, and I still think the momentum's on Scottsburg's side right now.
Trips right for Scottsburg.
We're going to get timeout, Scottsburg.
And he's not happy. We'll step away here and word from our sponsors while we get this timeout. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 200.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here. Scottsburg football from the Eastern 24 with 9:09 to go, up 22-16. First and 10, snap to Roush, screen pass over to Holbrook. He breaks a couple tackles up the right side, and he's going to walk it in, Mikey, for another touchdown.
Yeah, we had a couple there get tangled up and did take the right angle, I believe, to stop that. You know, they've been very successful on that play. So now they've taken it out to a 2-touchdown lead.
Going to go for 2 here. Try to push it out to a 14-point lead. Roush out of the gun. Hand off, and he's going to be mad, and there's not going to be anywhere for him to go. They're not going to be successful. Good sportsmanship there by Jones to help Holbrook up after the tackle. I like seeing that.
That was Abney on the tackle.
Abney on the tackle?
He's had a couple big plays
Yes, he
out in
has.
the backfield. Musketeers need to do something here, Wes, you know, to try to get themselves back in the ball game and not letting it out of hand going into the half. And once again, the Musketeers will have their senior night next Friday night, as we'll be here against Charlestown, and Sunday we'll find out if we're on the road or we're back at home for sectional.
Well, I tell you what, the field stayed in really good-looking shape, Mikey, over the season here. Really come into it this year. They've done a nice job maintaining this thing. It's for a natural field, I don't know that I've seen a nicer field than our field here.
And you're starting to see it with this rain this week and being on it tonight and fanned and stuff. You're starting to see some fleet marks pretty hard in it, but you know, up till tonight, it's been in real good shape, and you know they've done a real good job with it.
Here's Scottsburg set the kickoff. A good kick here. Brought out of there. And I'm not sure who the ball.
I think it was McBride.
McBride on the carry there.
And kind of watching both teams on the kickoffs and punt returns. Scottsburg gets out to the outside. We run right to the middle where everybody's at.
Yeah. $8:55 to go in the first half. Again, 28-16, Scottsburg with a 12-point lead here. First and 10 for the Musketeers from our own 30-yard line. Nathan out of the gun. Here's a handoff to Braden Jones. And he might get one out of it, Mikey. I'm not sure. Ran second 9 from the 31. Oh. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Yet to see Bennett tonight. Just wonder if we're going to see him tonight. Nathan, he'll cut it out to the left-hand side where all the room is. Breaks the tackle, cuts it back across the middle, and he's going to get enough for a first down.
Good run right there.
Real good run. Well, you knew they was bringing pressure, and he had to come in a hurry here because they had everybody in the box up there.
Yeah. They've almost said that, you know, we don't think you're going to throw it.
Yeah.
So we're loading the box up. That's a good juke move right there by Nathan, too.
Broke a few ankles right there, didn't he?
18-yard run right there for him. So
Nathan, he's going to keep it again. He's going to gain another 2 or 3 on that. he's done a really nice job tonight. You know,
He has, and I don't think that play was intended for him, but the snap was high, and he missed a running back, and so good move here by the Musketeers, and we'll continue to move the ball down the field.
Trips left now. Adams on the right side. Here's a snap to Nathan. Nathan looking to throw. Passes out. It is complete. A flag on the play. Or they're Scottsburg saying incomplete. Not sure.
Musketeers will have a big penalty here against them as they're going to get a hold, I believe.
Nathan's not getting a lot of time back here in the pocket at all.
And that may be one reason why you haven't seen Cody yet, because he needs the time.
He's not as tall as what Nathan. He can't see over top of.
And he with that pressure, Cody hasn't established the tuck and got to run it yet. He's still learning all that. So that's a big penalty. About a 15-yard penalty there, Wes.
Luke's talking to the official down there. Official kind of throws his hands in there like, okay.
So here we go. It'll be a second down and forever.
About 22. Second 22 here. Play clock down to 13 seconds here. Nathan out of the gun here. Trips left for the Musketeers. Snap. This goes long. Adams with the reception. Enough for a first down. He had to come back. It was a great throw. Back and got it. And
so the Musketeers, after the second forever, get the first down and move the chains, and they're in business again.
6.5 minutes to go in the first half here. In Scottsburg Warrior territory from the 38, 1st and 10. Nathan out of the gun, Trips left again. Low snap, and I believe Nathan, he's just going to fall on it. That's about 3 or 4 snaps that he's had to.
And it hasn't been his fault.
No. That'll back him up again for about a 7 or 8 yard loss on that one.
And you talk about the field being wet. The ball's getting wet.
Oh yeah.
So that'll bring up another long second down, second 16 for the Musketeers. Snap back to she got way
Pass
short.
was intended for Drury. He was open. It was just short,
Yeah, and I don't know if he had to short arm it due to, lineman being right back there in his face or what, but
Score update from the West Washington game, it looks like 42-0 as they're putting it on Crawford County tonight.
so it'll be 3rd and 16 for the Musketeers. Quarterback keeper by Nathan. He's still on his feet. There's a flag.
Probably going to be another holding call on the Musketeers, I'm guessing.
So the question is, do they deny or take the penalty or deny it?
Who's that?
Scottsburg. Do you make a 4th down and then punt and possibly pin you deep, or do you make them go 3rd?
Looks like they declined it.
Declined it?
They did decline it, Mikey. So, and we do bring on the punting team again.
He's going to have to quit punting to him. He's going to punt away from him.
Make him run a little bit here. and Galen back again. Here's the snap, the kick.
That's a great punt.
That's a great punt right there. Back to about the 8-yard line. So
he's getting better as the game goes on.
Well, he kind of got thrown into that deal. I don't know if he'd had a punt all year, to be honest with you.
I don't remember one.
But he's done a great job. We got the highlight of the year. We already know that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
so with 4:47 to go here in the first half, the Musketeers trail 28-16. Need to stop right here, Wes. Don't want it any worse than 12 going into the half.
with them getting the ball back.
Exactly.
Scottsburg with trips right here. Hand off to Morrow. Man, he got hammered right at the line of scrimmage. I don't know who met him there, but somebody laid the lumber to him right there.
And I don't know which one is their big running back, but I heard him talking down there on the Scottsburg radio that he had tweaked his knee or something and keeping him out with the field conditions tonight, as I believe they play Brownstown next week.
Yeah.
And of course, the bigger picture, in 2 weeks you're in sectional.
Sure.
So.
Here we go, 2nd and 10 from the Scottsburg 9. 4:07 to go. Pass was intended. Yeah, I don't think it's unless it was a backwards pass, Mikey. I'm not sure. I guess that could have been ruled a fumble.
It was awful close.
Yeah. So that brings up a 3rd down, Mikey. If we don't give up a good one here, a big play here, they're going to have to punt, and that'll give us pretty good field position there.
Man, and warming up down here on the sideline.
Here's a snap to Roush. Hand off. He's going to be brought down and not even close to a 1st down. They're still going to be about 12 yards short, it looks like, Mikey.
So I expect Scottsburg to punt here. With 3:20 to go in the half, the clock continues to run.
Luke, do you take a timeout here to stop this clock while it's running right now? I'm not sure.
You're going to get pretty good field position. I think Adams is not giving the kid enough credit, standing at about the 37.
Yeah. If he kicks it, that's probably about right, because he's kicking it from the end zone. And it's this short kick.
Don't touch it. Don't get near it.
Yep, let it roll, and we're going to get good field position here at about the 31-yard line. With 2:42 to go in the first half, Musketeers are going to take over here with probably the best field position we've started with all night, don't you think?
I agree, and this is really crucial. If you can punch it in going into the half and only be down a touchdown and then get the ball back.
Yep.
Our defense has really stiffened up here the last 2 or 3 possessions Scottsburg's had. We went from a crazy first quarter to a pretty complex second quarter.
Has there been one score in the second quarter? Yeah. So trips right now.
Nathan's staying in at quarterback.
Hand off to McBride. He gets a little bit on that play.
It's about 4 or 5. 2:42 to go.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 6 from the Scottsburg Warrior 27 here. 2:30 to go in the first half. They'll stack them up 3 on the right side, Garrett Drury on the left side. Nathan McBride right next to Nathan Toish. Here's the snap to Nathan. He's going to fumble it away, and it looks like Scottsburg may have it, Mikey. and it is Scottsburg football.
3 turnovers this half by the Musketeers. A few score updates here for you, Wes. The Tampa Bay Rays have went out to a 5-3 lead at the top of the third on the Red Sox. Milwaukee ended up winning that ball game 2-1 over the Braves. So going to have a gym tonight with the Dodgers and Giants out there on the West Coast.
That's going to be one. I didn't realize this, Mikey. As long as I've loved watching baseball, I never knew that the Giants or the Dodgers have never met in the postseason.
Really?
Yeah, they've never played the postseason against each other. Here's a snap. Rouse is going upstairs with it. And almost intercepted there.
Looks like Jury and Toysh on the knocked it down there. I think both of them had a shot at the interception.
I told Garrett, go get one tonight.
I tell you what, Roush he was full of purple jerseys in his face.
Second 10. 1:59 to go in the first half from the Scottsburg 31 here. No need to give up the score here, Mikey, going into halftime. In motion. Snap to Rouse. He's going to step down, looking to pass again. A little skip pass off to Holbrook. He's out. He's got enough for a first down. Break a tackle, and he's off to the races. He's down to the 35, the 25, the 10. Touchdown.
Coach Dean has won the penalty on something. He's not getting it.
I'm not sure what they were looking for there, where there was a legal block or something back there in the backfield, because he had all kinds of daylight.
This is what we did need going into the half.
Nope. That pushes it out to 34-16 with 1:45 to go in the first half. As Scottsburg will go for 2 here again. No, actually, they're going to try to kick the PAT, it looks like.
All right.
Who is that kicking for him, Mikey?
Dawson Ritchie, I believe. I think that's the number I've seen.
Here's a snap. Kick is up, and it looks long, man. No good. Must have been left.
Yeah,
wide left. The kick is no good, so the Musketeers will get a chance here with 1:45 to go to try to get something done before halftime.
Well, we got to try to get some type of points here, and our foreign exchange student is down there but not dressed out, so the field goal's kind of out of the equation now.
Luke's still talking to him. He's still wanting to talk to him over there. Let's step away for a second, Mikey, while we got time here, and to hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, Taylor here from John Jones Salem Service. Time for that fall maintenance, so if you've been putting it off, the time is now. Stop in and get a free 27-point inspection and a free alignment check with any service. Call today at 877-473-5546 to make your appointment, or just stop in and see us. 1450 South State Road 60, Salem, Indiana. We look forward to seeing you.
At John Jones CN City, you see so many, so they pay so little.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here. We're set to kick off. Scottsburg kicks off to the Musketeer. The ball is got by Andrew Adams, and he brings it back to about the 25-yard line. That's brought down there, as the Musketeers will have about 1:38 seconds here to come up with something, try to put some points on the board to tighten this thing back up before we go into halftime.
it'll be interesting to see if Scottsburg, thinks we're going to try to pass more and backs off, or they just keep bringing pressure.
Here's Nathan out of the shotgun. Goes upstairs to Drury. Pass is complete to Drury, and he's going to get enough for a first down and be brought down at about the 37-yard line.
I seen some hops on that play.
But he didn't get them from me, buddy.
I can hear Mom in the stands from down there yelling for her son.
Well, we was talking about it the other day, and somebody asked where he got his hands from. I said, well, he didn't get them from his mom and dad. I say he got them from his older sister. So
that was a big play by Garrett Drury there, about a 45-yard pass play there for him. So senior to freshman there.
So we 1:26 to go in the first half here, and Musketeers get a big play there. It'd be nice to put some points on the board here. Get a little bit of momentum going in there. The kids are. I saw the body language after that last fumble. He's like, daggone it, because they felt like, man, we got this thing in good field position, and we can punch one in here, and then you fumble the football away, and you gotta. It's hard to do, but you got to let those things go and just go in and battle and be gritty. And, here we are,
Give a shout out down there. It looks like Chase and Adams still down there cooking away. I think smoke.
Scottsburg brought a really, really good crowd tonight over here. That side's pretty well packed over opposite of us. I know we got the cheerleaders and stuff here tonight, that cheer clinic, which it's been a good deal for the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
They always get a bunch of girls to come out for this thing. There's a snap. Nathan keeps it himself and
calling him down. And I don't know that I agree with running it right here with a little over a minute to go. We've been fumble happy here lately. I think you got one timeout left. You're sitting at a minute to go at the 35.
The trip's right again for the Musketeers. Drury near side. This back, he's going to be brought down for a big loss. It looked like he was looking for Garrett over here, and
so Musketeers will take a timeout here. That's not what we needed right there.
That's a loss of about 6 or 7 there on that play, so we can come up with.
Now, if I'm calculating right, that'd be our last timeout. So,
score update from the West Washington Crawford County game. It's now 50-0 at halftime. I would say that game's about over, and I'm not sure. Paley was kind of in the same situation over last weekend. I think it was 55-0 at halftime. Ended up being 55-0 for the game. So, see what West Washington does here to kind of, keep their players from getting hurt, and not trying not to run the score up as much as possible over at Crawford County. I think Doug told me they had 16 kids, on the sidelines over there, so kudos, hats off to them and the Wolfpack over there, continue them kids that are continuing to battle over there. What can you say about, those kids?
I mean, they put kids on the field week in, week out, so.
The Musketeers, 3rd and 17, 45 seconds to go. Bannett in a quarterback now. Here's a snap to Cody. Cody's going to let one go. Pass across the middle to Nathan. He's free. Stays on his feet. Down to the 5, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. Well, that's field slip. You can see where the rut.
Oh, yeah.
The rut he left there when he juked there. But what a play. Cody come in. One play from the line of scrimmage. Pass complete to the other quarterback, and then we punch it in for a touchdown. (22-34). Musketeers get the score we've been looking for. 33 seconds to go. We're going to try to go for 2 here. Snap to Bannett. Bannett across the middle. Oh, Aspla's complete intended for number 44.
Hammond.
Elijah Hammond.
Just behind him on that throw. Hey, we got a barn burner, Wes.
Got a barn burner with 33 seconds going in the first half. We've talked about our punt coverage and our kickoff coverage here.
Yeah, we can't give up anything here. We just got to be smart. You know, and I'll be honest, I didn't know if Nathan was going to come up to catch it. It was almost a fingertip
Yeah,
catch.
it was. And daggone, I'm glad he didn't get hurt the way he slid down here. You know, daggone, it was a nasty, almost a nasty fall. It did the split, and he did go down. And
I really didn't expect this field to be this slick tonight.
I didn't either. I really didn't. Did you say we got a lot of rain here today?
Well, Ashley said she had to come over to Pekin to get Chase and said this was mid-afternoon and said that he said it downpoured over here. She had to come over by the school to pick Chase up and said it had downpoured over here. So
yeah, I was at, you know, it never rained a drop in my house all day long. I don't.
So 34-22 with 33 seconds to go here in the first half as the Musketeers has cut into that lead and got it back to a 12-point ball game. So set to kick it off as the Musketeers. Goes to an onside kick.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do you, Mike?
Probably a good decision there.
I don't know if that was us trying to get the ball back or trying to keep them from getting off and running.
Yeah, I think we was trying to keep it out of their punt returner's hands. So, you know, but now you got to come up with a stop here. There's still 32 seconds to go here in a half. But I don't think Scottsburg's going to take their foot off the pedal here and just take it into the half.
Either. I don't think they got a few weapons here, and they're going to.
So
they got some nice athletes. You know,
they
do. That can run. You know, that quarterback, he's pretty athletic. You know, being able to run, got a good arm, had a really good arm. Another screen pass over to Busick. Busick not quite enough for the first.
About a 9-yard gain there, 9.5.
We'll see what Scottsburg does here. If we're just going to let the time run out or call a timeout.
They're trying to get them set up here. Going to try to get one last play in.
He's looking to go upstairs. Here it is. He's still on his feet. Pass was intended across the middle there. That's a strong throw. I mean, he basically threw that while he was in the air.
Yeah. And he's going to have time for one more play here as there's 4.7 seconds to go. And I don't know who for the Warriors is hurt here in the backfield holding his hand. I don't know if that's Roush or not.
I think that is the quarterback.
So he stays in. This should be the last play of the half.
Roush back.
There's a little
dumps
screen
it across the middle, and the ball's batted down with 0.7 seconds to go in the first half. They got time for one more play here.
I tell you what, Caleb King's getting off that defensive end in a hurry.
And of course, for his size, he's quick. I mean, he's pretty quick. Good to have him back.
You know, if I'm Scottsburg, I almost just take the knee. Don't want nobody to get hurt with these field conditions.
I don't think they are. I think they're going deep.
Oh, you're probably right, but I'm just saying.
We got all kinds of coverage back here. Roush, he's going to go upstairs. We'll see.
Nope, knocked down by Adams.
So good coverage by the Musketeers that will bring us to the end of the first half. Score at halftime. The Scottsburg Warriors 34, Eastern Musketeers 22. We'll step away, hear a word from our sponsors, and get a Commissioner's Corner played for you during halftime. We'll be back at you. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner.
Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Commissioner, what a busy time. So if I'm following this correctly, we wrapped up girls golf. We have sectionals in soccer, cross country, tennis coming up next week, and this Sunday, 5 o'clock on many of these great stations around the state, the pairing show for the IHSA Football Championship. So you and the staff, student athletes, and everybody involved are having a very busy fall right now.
We are, and you know what? That's what we love. You know, we just wrapped up out at Prairie View our state championship last weekend, where Macy Beeson from LaPel defended her state championship from a year ago, but the Emsville Huskies won 6 state championship, and that's 6 out of 8 years. So they've had a phenomenal run as a program at Emsville North, and quality of golf is just phenomenal on display last weekend. But as you said, we're marching through the fall tournament series, and I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you and Coach Condrey at the tournament pairing show that's going to be broadcast on IHSA TV this Sunday evening, along with the radio network.
Well, I appreciate that. Before we talk about that, I know, having been an administrator at the college level for over 20 years, how unbelievably difficult it is to put on events. And you have to have so many people, so many volunteers, so many people at the schools who do great jobs. And without their efforts, you would not be able to put on the quality events that you do.
No question, Bob. And we just wrapped up, as we talked previously, principal meetings. And one of the things that we want to make sure that we always do is thank our member schools for hosting activities and games for student athletes. You know, they host kids to be able to do what they do, and you know, they do a phenomenal job. And we run from Lake County to Posey County across the state and everywhere in between. So schools step up in a big way and open their facilities, their doors, so lend their expertise to the association and host tournaments for students. And it's just phenomenal how, as many contests as we play, it really goes on with very few issues along the way. And that's just a tribute to the quality of people, athletic administrators, athletic directors in the state of Indiana doing what they do.
That's well said. And he's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, as you mentioned, Paul Condrey and I will be in the house, as they like to say. We'll be at the IHSAA headquarters Sunday, 5 o'clock for the pairing show. Thanks to you, Heath Shanahan, and the staff. It's a great place to do it. We're excited. And as I speak to you, I and you have no idea who is playing whom, and that's what makes it so much fun.
No, we don't. And, you know, it's truly, as they say, a blind draw, which is always going to be debated, but it just adds to the magic of the tournament. Our teams get together on Sunday, and it's another team activity with usually centered around food and fellowship, and they watch that draw, and then they start preparing, you know, as they wind down the regular season. The season starts over first week of the tournament, and there's a lot of hope with that draw. Team may not have had a great year, but they may get that perfect draw for them and have some success at the conclusion of the season.
You know, we're unique in the sense that we do it in a blind draw format. And you're right, there's discussion obviously on both sides. But I'm like you. I mean, to me, there's tension, there's drama. You don't know who you're going to play. You have no idea, which I think adds to the excitement of what's already going to be a fantastic event.
It does, and I just think it's just one of the things that's special about what we do here in Indiana and the way that we do it. Communities still come out and support, and it's just part of let's just call it the pageantry of the tournament along the way.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Fantastic job that he does in the middle of fall championship Sunday for the pairing show live on the IHSA Champions Radio Network and at IHSATV.org. Join us. Commissioner, thanks for your time. I look forward to spending some quality time with you on Sunday.
Coach, thank you very much for promoting high school sports across the state.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob. Continued support of the high schools in your community.
I'm New Store Manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra large pizza with big foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, Taylor here from John Jones Salem Service. Time for that fall maintenance, so if you've been putting it off, the time is now. Stop in and get a free 27-point inspection and a free alignment check with any service. Call today at 877-473-5546 to make your appointment, or just stop in and see us. 1450 South State Road 60, Salem, Indiana. We look forward to seeing you.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell with the Commissioner's Corner. It's our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, this is a week where you and your staff have been out on your fall principal tour. Sounds like a big production, but basically it's to give you a chance to go out and sit down and look across a desk or a table or someplace and talk to the membership. You haven't done this in 2 years, so I know you're excited about it.
We are. It's been really good to get back out and talk to our members. You know, we are an association of school members, and we need their input. You know, it's been good to receive that from them.
I'm sure that part of the discussion has been about COVID protocols and what people have on their minds relative to that. But it's much more than just the COVID situation that we have in the state. There are plenty of things, plenty of membership issues that are seemingly always out there for you to talk about with the principals.
There is, and it's a sundry of different topics, from our transfer rule. We talk about the number of transfers across the state last year, bylaw changes, sportsmanship numbers, from our technology that schools use in their athletic offices to the foundation, unified sport, you know, and we also have plenty of opportunity for questions along the way.
Sounds to me like this could be an all-day affair when you're able to take this on the road with that list of topics.
It is, and we hit 8 different spots around the state in the next couple of weeks.
What do you think the number one topic is when you talk to, I know you're just starting it, but what's uppermost on everyone's minds besides COVID-19?
Well, I think COVID is certainly there, but the conversation has changed. I think people last year were talking a lot about how are we going to get through this, and people now understand that COVID-19 is not going to go away, and it's the conversation really about how we're going to learn to live with this and adjust accordingly. And I think our schools are at that reality, and they're doing a great job with it.
Paul Neidig with us, the Commissioner of the IHSAA. We're heading into week number 4 of football. Do you believe that?
It's a crazy week 4, and we turn around, we're going to be sitting in Lucas Oil here in the November, but it just comes so fast every year. And, you know, the girls golf tournament starts on the 17th. That kicks off our fall sport tournament series.
We have been lucky, again, I think a lot of hard work from a lot of people to allow us to get to week 4, and we've had a very low number of postponements or cancellations. Is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely, Bob. We still see some cancellations, and I think that's just part of our reality, but we're not seeing them at the number that we saw last year. It's just simply a handful every week, and it's always heartbreaking when a kid doesn't get to participate in the contest, but it's just a sign of the time.
You mentioned that we're going to be getting into the fall season, and you have outdoor sports, indoor sports, protocol still the same, but it's a situation where we talk about this and need to underscore, as always, it's more than just the student athletes and the coaches and everybody involved. It's moms and dads and spectators and everyone involved. It's a community effort that we have to follow to maintain these protocols that we have in place.
It is. It's something that everybody has to be diligent about, and we've talked about that a lot, Bob. But it starts with the bus driver that picks kids up in the morning, to the mom and dad who make sure the kids are fed and they get them to school and keep them safe, and for teachers and school administrators and custodians. Everybody has a role to play in keeping the light on for these kids.
Well said. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA. We encourage you to get out, support your student athletes in your community. Be great sports. Follow the sportsmanship protocols. More than anything, let's all work hard to maintain the fact that allow these kids to participate in these events, as the commissioner has pointed out. Thanks so much, Commissioner. We'll do this again next week.
Thank you, Bob, and highlight of my week, and I look forward to our conversations.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever, and probably better than we will.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner.
I'm new store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra large pizza with big foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 23rd, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky.
Welcome back to Eastern High School here. We got about 2 minutes left in halftime. Score right now, Scottsburg on top of the Musketeers, 34-22. Mikey, a little bit more to talk about here in this first half. In this first half here, we could talk about the first quarter scoring barrage from both teams. Second quarter turnovers, by the Musketeers. We had some fumbles there, and missed opportunities from Scottsburg that they had. But overall, I think Coach Dean's got to be fairly happy, other than the 3 fumbles that we've had.
Yeah, it was kind of a tale of different quarters there. I mean, the first quarter, both teams just up and down the field and made some big time plays, and and it was 22-16 Scottsburg at the end of the first, and then the second quarter, the defense kind of tightened up, and you had the fumble at the end of the first quarter by the Musketeers, and then the next 2 possessions we fumbled it and kind of let Scottsburg kind of take control of the game, and then we come back with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half and go down on a big catch here by 25-30 yard catch by Garrett Jury here on the sideline. He get us in, striking distance with a little over a minute to go, and then we bring Cody Bannett in, and he throws a rocket to Tosh, and, he makes a play that he's probably not going to make 9 more times out of 10, but, with the field conditions, he's able to keep his balance and, take it on in for the touchdown to, make us a ball game at the half.
And, I look to see more of Cody in the second half here. Guy, you got to know that his mindset is when he's coming in the ball game, I got something to prove here. Not only his quarterback, but, getting Nathan out of here on the wide out, using Nathan as a different weapon here, we can be successful back there, So Cody, I'm sure, is putting a lot more pressure on himself than coaches are putting on him, because he's wanting to perform. He's wanting to prove to Coach Dean, hey, I need to be in here,
And that's the thing. You look at it. When Cody comes in at quarterback, and I'm not taking nothing away from Nathan because he's played a spectacular first half.
Absolutely.
But you got Cody, who's just as good as a quarterback, and we become that much more powerful when you put Nathan at wide receiver. You got Braden Jones, McBride, Adams. Now Garrett stepping in there. We become that much more potent offensively to be able to defend, and that should really help us the second half. But I think defensively, we can't allow the big plays, the screen plays, the wide receiver screens. We can't allow them. That's where they're getting out on us.
Punts, the kickoff returns.
And I'm going to give a shout out to the senior. What you say his name was
Van Galen.
Van Galen. He's a first game punting. You got to give him a lot of credit, but. The big worry I have here in the second half is you said we only have about 22 kids on the sideline. We're playing both sides. Is do we wear down?
And we'll go back and we haven't talked about this much tonight either. We put some points on the board either, and we're probably missing one of our most offensive weapons in Dallas. If we can work, he'll be back next week, I'm sure. If we can work him in with what success we've had tonight, it could be a plus for us all the way around.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, I think it's huge and crucial here, this first possession that Scottsburg is going to get the ball to start with, that we get a stop and get the ball and try to get some points on the board.
Down to about 20 seconds to go here in the half. It will be Scottsburg's football here to start the second half as the teams are getting ready to come back on the field. Mikey, any score updates for us?
I'm trying to look, see if I've got any. Greg hasn't sent me much besides the West Washington game. I haven't got a score on the Salem game.
I've got a 5-4 ball game down at Tampa right now. So
5-4.
Red Sox have come back and scored some more. And the bottom of the fourth, the Rays are up on the Boston Red Sox 5-4. 9:30 start for the Dodgers and Giants tonight is Walker Buehler will be going for the Dodgers and Webb for the San Francisco Giants there. With that set up to be a dandy series there.
Well, the last update I got on the Salem game is Charlestown's up 3-0 on Salem. So
okay.
I think that was early. We'll see if we get some other updates here. Here we go. At the half, Charlestown's up 16-0 on Salem.
We talked about it last week, Mikey, that would be a big game for Salem going down there to Charlestown, and it'd be a tough one. But me personally, I thought Salem would go down there and win that ball game. Not saying they can't now, but a swift kick by Van Galen, and I'd say that barely made it far enough to be a legal kick for us.
Yeah,
the Scottsburg kid falls on it.
If it would have went another couple yards, it would have been a live football, but
not a lot of mustard on that kick there.
He tried one on the kickoff before, and it went about 15, 16 yards. This one he kind of tried to, it's like when you're playing video games, you're trying to get that right on the bar. He's trying to dial it in there. So Scottsburg will start on the Musketeers side here at the 49 in good field position on their first possession of the second half. Ralph with the handoff to
Tomorrow there, and he's going to lose a couple on the play, one or two.
We've done a lot better on the run of, especially second quarter on here. And
you got to be thinking at any moment they're going to with the way they're shifted to the left side here on the field. I'll be watching for that screen pass on this side, Mikey, because it's been pretty successful for them all night long.
That's kind of like their bread and butter when they need to play. That's what they go to.
Roll out here by Rouse. He's looking downfield. Pass.
That's a great play by Caleb King there.
Yep. And that's going to be about right back to the line of scrimmage there. Maybe a little bit of a loss there. So that's going to bring up a third down.
3rd and 11. So, if we can get a stop here and get the ball back, that's, it's the big here.
You get 4 down territory, Mikey, from the 50 here.
I think with these guys, that they like to roll the dice.
Yeah.
So I could see that. Depending on what happens on this play.
Roush back to pass. Here's a pass, and he's going to be brought down. And he's going to get about
6, it looks like. Maybe 7.
That was a generous spot right there,
yeah,
I think.
So they got about half of it there.
About 4th and 5.
I think they're going to putt here, Wes.
Well, we'll see if they don't fake something right here. Wouldn't surprise me any.
No, it wouldn't me either.
With where they're at on the field, I mean, there's a snap. There's a punt. Is away. It's going to get a Scottsburg bounce down to about the 12-yard line. The Musketeers with the hold here.
It's exactly how you need to start the second half. Now you got to come out here and offense. You got to move the ball down the field here, and you can get a touchdown here. That's just huge. All the momentum's coming back to your side as you took it into the half, and just continue to grow that momentum. And you start getting Scottsburg thinking, can we beat them or not? They start having a little doubt in their mind, and
Musketeers 2 on each side.
Nathan
keeps it again. He's going to get enough for a first down again. Breaks the tackle, gets it out to about the 32-yard line. There's that same play we talked about, Mikey.
And that's the hard part for Coach Dean right now is, can I bring Cody in when Nathan's doing that, But this has to be the best game I've seen Nathan play.
Absolutely, not even close. He's played a great ball game tonight. And he's taken some hits. I mean, he's not afraid to take a hit here.
And he's playing both sides of the ball. Now, I don't know if he's just standing there with his arms crossed or he's holding his elbow, but he seems to be all right here.
Play clock down to 5. Tush with a snap. He's going to keep it again. Breaks a tackle. They're going to be brought down, looks like, for about a 1-yard, 2-yard loss here. That's not the first time that's happened where we've kind of gotten away of each other on that play.
And it's been going to that side a lot.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Nathan is going to come off the field right now. Hope he's okay. Cody will check in. Cody Bannock calling out directions here, setting up his offense. Now he'll come back out of the shotgun. Down to 5 on the play clock. Cody across the middle. Pass is deflected.
I really like for him to look down here on this near side is, Garrett's one-on-one. He had that guy beat. Looks like the trainer's going to take a look at Nathan here. Cody's been in two plays, and he's just come out. I mean, it's
throwing darts.
It's passing. There's no run game involved. And the bad thing is you've lost a weapon with Nathan being out right now.
Yeah,
so.
Hopefully he can come back here shortly. And if he can't quarterback, hopefully we get him in one of the ends here. Here's Cody. He's going to go up top.
It's intercepted. There's a flag. It looks like it's going to be pass interference.
The Scottsburg announcers think this thing's going to come back.
I think it's pass interference on Scottsburg.
I don't know. I'm not that close. That's on the far side of the field, but to me, the pass was thrown into coverage.
It was, but they had him wrapped up where he couldn't even make a play on the ball.
I didn't see that.
One guy was tackling him, the other guy made the interception. So
I think that's going to be automatic first down, Mikey.
That's a break for the Musketeers.
Right. 8:21 to go in the third quarter here. Still 34-22. Musketeer football, first and 10 from the 44. We're going to get, I believe it's going to be all sides on the Warriors. No, they're going to call a false start on the Musketeers, so that'll back us up. I don't know. It seemed like last week when that was happening, Cody was in a quarterback a lot. I don't know if it's his cadence, his calls are off, and it's getting our guys to jump or what.
Yeah.
But we need to work on that.
Well, he don't play quarterback so much where they're not used to his voice and, the different tones they use. And so
that breaks us back to the 39, first and 15. Handoff to McBride. He gets it out to about he'll pick up 7 or 8 on that carry.
He had a pretty big hole when it started, so.
Second 8. Looks like Nathan's going to come in, and Garrett will check out here. See if Cody can't go upstairs here to Nathan one time. I think he can beat this kid on the outside here.
And with his height, he can, jump up and get it if he needs to.
Trips left, 4. Handoff, and Nathan's going to get a couple on it. That's going to bring up the third down here.
If you watch how Scottsburg tackles us, they got 2 guys tackling you. When the other guys get there, they're clawing at the ball. They're trying to punch it out and rip it away.
Braden Jones coming in. McBride checks out. A big play right here, Mikey, 3rd and 8.
We got a break last time we were in this situation.
Cody across the center, passes. Looks like pass was complete to
incomplete.
Was it incomplete?
To Fickus.
Bring on the punting team again.
Switching balls out here, get the drive ball in.
They Galen in and set the punt this thing away with 6:51 in the third.
Got to keep it away from 6 back there, Lions.
Yeah. Pretty decent kick. Back to about the 32-yard line. That's where Scottsburg will take over here.
I tell you what, that was almost like a Phil Mickelson chip shot. Just spun it and set it down right there.
So now the defense of the Musketeers are going to try to hold this Scottsburg offense one more time here.
So as the clock continues to run, 6:42 to go in the third. And I'm sure Scottsburg will be in no hurry here.
I'm probably going to see a lot of ground pounding right here, I would say, Mike.
Yeah.
Maybe some screen passes here. Roush out of the gun, trips right for the Warriors. There's a screen pass. Pass is intended for number 88. Throws it over his head. Intended for Holbrook. That'll be a second 10.
Now, my question is, are they calling that a lateral where they're moving it back?
I don't.
Because they have the. So yeah, they called that a lateral, moved it back 5.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. That's a 5-yard loss there on 1st and 15, 1st and 14 from the 30. Roush trips right again. Morrow in the backfield. There's a snap. Handoff. Roush keeps it himself, and nothing there. It's going to be brought down.
You know, defensively, we've settled in, and, you know, we've done a lot better job on that option.
Yeah, we have. You know, if I'm Scottsburg, I think I've got to go back to what was working. You know, they tried it here, but, you know,
my thing is that Scottsburg just trying to get through this second half. They got Brownstown. They're looking ahead to next week. You know, if we can get a touchdown, put a little pressure on them.
3rd and 12. Fumble. It's recovered by Scottsburg. It's going to be a big-time loss where they're going to be back to almost the 20.
That's Nathaniel Coates getting in the backfield right there for the.
That'll bring up a long 4th. Musketeers are going to get pretty decent field position here.
Yeah. You know, can't have no stupid penalties here.
Nope. There's a snap. There's the kick.
Short kick. And Adams catches it and picks up about 5 or 6 yards off of it.
Kind of caught him off guard there a little bit.
I'm just glad he caught it and didn't, hit him and lose it. That's a risky play. So good field position for the Musketeers here. Let's see what they can do with it.
Looks like Nathan's going to come back in a quarterback again.
Down to 15 on the play clock.
Trips right for the Musketeers.
I look for him to run that quarterback keeper over here on the near side.
A lot of room over here. He's going to keep it. He does cut it out to the left side. McBride sets it back, gets it down to about the 23-yard line, and it's going to be enough for the first down.
Toys with the run there.
Yes. Nathan's showing some toughness tonight, Mike.
Yeah, he really is. So that'll bring up a first down from the 24 now.
He punched one in here, Mike. He does put a little pressure on him here. Trips left again. Adams on the right side. Nathan gets away from him again.
He's still going.
Yeah, they was all over him in the backfield there, and he snuck away from him.
He's going to get about 3 yards on that.
Player down for the Warriors. So we'll step away here while they tend to this player, Scottsburg. Score 34-22, 4:28 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM in Salem, Indiana.
I'm new store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra-large pizza with big, foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here. 2nd and 8, 4:24 to go. Musketeers on the Scottsburg 22 here. Split backs for the Musketeers with McBride and Jones. Drury on the near side, Adams on the far side. There's a snap, handoff to Jones. Jones cuts out the left side. Looked like he had a handful of face mask right there, but no flag on the play. Good sportsmanship there by Scottsburg.
I thought he just kind of sat back and was waiting and just didn't hit it. You know, as big as he is, hit them first, get their momentum going backwards. And, you know, now we'll go into a long 3rd down here.
We're definitely in 4-down territory right here.
Oh, most definitely. You know, I like the pass play down here to Garrett one-on-one again.
Bad snap again. There's McBride. He's going to be brought down for a big loss, and we got to get a handle on these snaps. It'll be a loss of about 10, Mikey.
So now you go to the 4-down territory. Do you just kind of hunt it and try to pin them? Because, you know, now if you don't get nothing, you're giving them decent field position.
Looks like we're going to go for it here. 4th and 18. Just under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 34-22. Scottsburg on top. Not much good throwing that football in, rolling across the mud there, but
yeah. It's my thoughts, but so it'll be 4th and 18 here.
Split backs again for the Musketeers with Jones and McBride. Nathan out of the gun. Play clock down to 10. Here's a snap. Handoff to Jones. Jones is going to have, I don't think he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
About 5 yards short, but he, you know, puts them at the 20.
Puts them back in the 20 there where they take over as Eastern Musketeers. They turn it over on downs with 2:53 to go in the 3rd.
We have the football expert.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now.
Kind of makes me nervous, you know, because I mean, he's listening to what we're saying.
He's a legend all over Southern Indiana.
So we'll see if the defense of the Musketeers can get another stop here. Both teams take their time getting the play up to the line of scrimmage, don't they, Mikey?
Yeah, we're talking 10 seconds.
Yep.
You're at 6 now.
Nothing there again.
Lost a couple on that one, it looks like, Wes.
You know, listen to the Scottsburg announcers down here. They're not liking the screenplay right now. They think they went to the well too much here, and you know,
well,
they had single coverage over until Garrett got over to help out on that right hand side. But 2nd 11, hand off to Morrow, nothing there. Basically, he's going to get it basically back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Now here again, you can get a stop here, force a punt. You're going to have pretty good field position.
I think you're getting to the point now, Mikey, where being down 2 scores, we're going to be in a little bit. We're going to have a little bit more sense of urgency when we have the ball on offense.
Yeah, I think it's an option where you kind of got to bring Cody in, where you can, you give another weapon with Nathan as a wide receiver, and
trips right for Scottsburg. Rouse going up top. The pass is complete.
Right over the stretched arms of Garrett right there.
Yep, sure was. That's going to be enough for a first down.
So big play by Scottsburg there, about a 22-yard play.
Yep.
But we can't have that. Our mindset's still got to be positive.
Yeah,
we're still in the ball game. I mean,
Rouse, screen pass. Pass was intended for number 15. I believe that's Busick.
I'm almost telling the guys when they throw that and it's incomplete, go get the ball, because if they don't think it's a lateral and the official does, that's a live ball.
Yeah. Second 10 from the 43. Play clock running. Coach Dean pacing the sideline.
Well, the other thing with them throwing that way, they just keep stopping the clock on them incompletes.
And off tomorrow.
He's
made it at the line of scrimmage, wasn't he?
Yeah. The defensive line's done a nice job since about the first quarter on the run. And they really haven't went to that quarterback option lately.
One play we've not seen on either side of the ball. We've not seen any kind of reverse or anything like that tonight.
No. We got a Scottsburg player down right now. So they're saying it's cramps. Talking about, we had a legend by us, Mr. Ferris coming up here. He's been on that sideline for many years down there, and
kind of hung with head set up last year after Fred, graduated. He's off to college now, but he's still around, still part of the program, and very involved in it. And
you've seen him on the sidelines, and then you've seen him over there at first base sideline on the baseball team, and he's involved with these kids. He cares a lot about them and wants to see the programs do well, and
to have any principal job right now during this.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
It's got to be a nightmare. So hats off to the administrators and stuff at these schools and what they're dealing with right now.
Yeah, because no matter what decision they make, it's not right for somebody. And they're trying to make the best decision for our kids, and like it or not, I want my kid in school.
That's it. That's it.
All right, we got a 3rd and 9 here, Wes, with 48.5 seconds to go here in the third, and a scoreless third quarter so far.
I think we hold them here. They punt again. Here's Rouse back to pass again. He goes upstairs, overthrows.
As Busick could not find the ball. He had him beat.
Yeah, he did.
So
Rouse got a pretty good arm down there.
Yeah.
We'll see if they bring the punt team on.
I haven't seen the punter come out. I think it's number 35.
It looks like the punter is coming on.
Number 30, I'm sorry. Lucas Topi.
If we can get another short punt here, Mikey. Here's a snap. There's a punt. Better punt here. And the Warriors are on it. They're going to call it Musketeer football. I couldn't tell if it touched one of our players or not. I didn't think it did, but I couldn't tell from here. So the Musketeers are going to take over with 29 seconds to go in the third quarter, down 12.
Well, regardless if it did or not, it was too close for my comfort.
Yeah.
So here goes the Musketeers.
From the 29.
Nathan's still in the quarterback.
Trips left for the Musketeers. Here's a snap. Nathan's going to keep it. He's going to gain a couple on it. Be brought down. That'll probably be the final play of this quarter as the clock continues to run. We're down to 15. Braden Jones will check in right now. As Zach Fiskus checks out, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Score from Eastern, Scottsburg Warriors 34, the Musketeers 22. You're listening to Musketeer Football, WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones CMC, you see so many.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here for the start of our fourth quarter. 34-22, Scottsburg on top.
Score updates. Brownstown up 21-7 on Silver Creek. That's probably for your conference.
Yeah.
And Salem continues in the fourth quarter to trail Charlestown 16-0 and a final with West Washington as they win 50-0 against Crawford County.
Musketeers are split backs. As Nathan keeps himself, he gets enough for a first down, and then some, breaks a couple of tackles out to the 50. I'd say Nathan's got to have he's got close to 100 yards rushing tonight.
And he's hurt. He's hitting his hand against the ground.
He's holding it looks like his upper part of his right leg here, Mikey.
Looks like it's cramped.
You know, we talked about this, Mikey, the kids playing both sides. It just is wear and tear on them.
And he's played tonight like it's his last game on the field. He's left it all out there.
He's been a warrior tonight for us.
You look at his uniform, you can tell he's been in a battle tonight. So, along with most of these guys' uniforms tonight.
So he'll have to come out, I believe, for at least one play here, which will bring Cody in as quarterback.
But,
give a man a banana.
Yeah. Besides Nathan, I think our second best runner's been Jones.
Yeah.
And, I think we got to get a heavy dose of him here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm telling you right now, he hits that line hard. There ain't nobody going to step in front of him. Not very many people want to step in front of Braden Jones.
And he continues to hit the weight room. By his senior year, he could break some records. And,
he could be a specimen,
Yeah.
Got to keep these kids, grades up, keep them healthy, keep them working. And,
we'll see what Sunday brings. Who we get, there's several teams that, we match up well with in that section. Also.
Absolutely.
So,
like I said, Mikey, give Nathan a banana and get him back in there.
Yeah, he can't sit long.
Here's Cody Bannon in, split backs here. He's looking to pass across, overthrown here, intended for Andrew Adams. I can't even see Andrew Adams' number. He's got mud all over him.
Yeah. But, you know, here again, we've got to be able to have a running attack with Cody in there because they're going to figure out we're one arsenal with him in there.
Split backs again. Out of the shotgun. Snap the bandit. Here's a handoff to Jones. He breaks a couple tackles, gets it out. He's going to gain about 8 on the play.
You know, if
I give it to him again.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Dean, I'm going to wear him out right now until you can get Nathan if he can come back. But, you know, Nathan seems to still be in quite a bit of pain down here. You know, you got to tip your cap to these young men that's battled tonight for us.
Absolutely. There's a snap. Handoff again.
McBride.
This time McBride, I think he's
going to be close. Right at the line, it looks like.
I think you're going to spot him just a touch short here.
Scottsburg announcers are saying it's a first down, but I like their thinking.
It's going to be a little bit short here. I think you're going to have
now we got a Scottsburg player down as we may be here a while tonight.
Yeah. As fatigue's starting to set in on a lot of these players here.
Now, I believe Scottsburg's got Brownstown next week. I don't know where. I believe that's at Scottsburg. I'm not for sure. Do not know who Salem ends the season with next week.
Salem ends the season with Dub at home.
That's right.
Night.
So that'll be for county bragging rights. So that'll be a physical game.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, I really would have liked to see if we had Dallas tonight what we could have done with, you know, his ability to run the football and middle linebacker he plays. And
we'll get him back next week for senior night, and Scottsburg or Charlestown's going to be a tough game, you know, coming in here. And
you know, hopefully they're coming in a little overconfident if they end up pulling off that big win against Salem.
Oh yeah. I would like to think Salem was the favorite. I don't know if they were or not.
So they're bringing out our trainer over here to attend this young man from Scottsburg, which we hope he's all right. Wes, you want to take a short break here and hear a word from our sponsors?
Sounds good. You're listening to Musketeers Football.
I'm new store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra large pizza with big foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GMC, you see so many because they pay so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, Taylor here from John Jones Salem Service. Time for that fall maintenance, so if you've been putting it off, the time is now. Stop in and get a free 27-point inspection and a free alignment check with any service. Call today at 877-473-5546 to make your appointment, or just stop in and see us. 1450 South State Road 60, Salem, Indiana. We look forward to seeing you.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many, so they pay so little.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here.
We got caught up talking to Mr. Ferris on that commercial break.
Musketeer football, 4th and 1 from the Scottsburg 41 here. Big play here, Mikey. 11:02 to go in the ball game. Scottsburg 34, Musketeers 22. Need a first down right here. Split backs for the Musketeers. Hand it off to Jones, and he's going to have the first down.
Yeah, I believe he's got it.
Well, it is going to be close.
I think either spot we got it.
Yeah, I don't know how. Look, well, he was way over the 40-yard line right there, and then they didn't mark it there. I don't know how that. Or are we going to replay it?
No, they're going to say they're not even going to measure it.
I can't believe that spot right there. I didn't even think it was close, Mikey.
No,
I didn't think it was close.
And we're not even measuring it on the flip side of that because the marker's on this side of the 40.
Yeah. I think Luke's got a good argument right here. But they ain't going to mark it. They're not going to measure it.
And here's the thing. They didn't move the chains when they took over, so how is it not a first down?
Yeah. So big turn of events right here for the Musketeers.
Yeah. That could be a ball game changer right there.
There's a handoff to Morrow as he's stopped. Let's see where they spot this one at. Man, that's a big call right there, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a big call.
The ribeye sandwich is maybe going on that one. You know, now Scottsburg's going to let time run off the clock as well. Not going to be in no hurry as it's a two-possession game. Be nice to get a fumble here.
Roush out of the gun again. Quick pass. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He may have gained one on that. Third down.
The positive thing is the clock continues to run for Scottsburg.
Yeah, we're under 10 minutes now. And I've got to be honest with you, Scottsburg doesn't appear to me to be looking to put any pressure on us.
No.
You know. Roush out of the gun again. He's going to step back to pass. Let's want to go up top. Nathan's there. Overthrown here. Pass intended for Holbrook. So that's going to bring up a 4th and long.
You know, and that stops the clock for us.
Yep.
And, you know, they're going to have to punt here. And kind of surprising why they just ain't keeping the ball on the ground and, you know, let the clock run down. You know, you could have got this down to 7 minutes.
Because not a lot of time. What, about a minute off the clock here since the change of possessions?
So,
Toby's going to punt again. Looks like Andrew Adams in the backfield for the Musketeers to receive the punt. There's a snap. There's the kick. Going to be caught at about the 40.
Caught it at the 40 and slid to about the 43.
Shane Miller's going to have some field maintenance to do come next week. Get the sandbox out, Shane, if you're listening. You're going to have some holes to fill come Monday.
He may just need to bring a triaxle load in. So here we go, Musketeer ball with 9.5 to go here in the ball game.
Braden Jones.
Need a score here for the Musketeers.
Trips right.
Nathan's back in the ball game.
We'll try to grind this thing out.
Offset.
It's going to look like all sides on Scottsburg.
So that's going to move us to 1st and 5 and move it up to the 45.
Nice when we get those, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Now we got Bannon in. Bannon in a quarterback. We got trips right again. Nathan, lone receiver on the left side. Here's a snap to Bannon. Bannon rolls out, looking for a receiver, flips it over the top. Pretty good coverage here by Scottsburg. As Holbrook had Hammond covered.
I kind of like just to give Jones, get us a first down here. And
Braden back in the game now. No, Braden.
No, he's still out of the ball game. Only a second come off the clock on that play. Handoff to McBride on the far side. He's going to get tripped up.
And a flag on the play, Mikey. A gain of about 2. See what this.
The way they're talking, it may be on the way our players are looking, it's on us. Another Warrior player down. So let's see what the call is here, Wes.
Yeah, it's going to be on Eastern because they're going to step it out here. Like a block in the back on the Musketeers. That's going to.
You know, that's the stuff that, you know, just keeps you from winning ball games.
Yeah. Let's step away, Mikey, here. We're sponsored while we tend to this Scottsburg player. Score 34-22 with 9:19 to go in the ball game. You're listening to Musketeer Football, WSLM, Salem, Indiana.
New store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra large pizza with big foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School. As Musketeers have a 2nd and 17. Looks like we're going to get an offsides on Scottsburg. So after
they're going to give some back, Mikey?
Going to give us 5 of them back. So that'll make it a 2nd and 12 now. So let's see here as Bannon's in at quarterback. Fumble picked up by Jones, and he's just going to run and get about a 2-yard loss on that. So I'll bring down 3rd and 13 for the Musketeers. You know, our snaps have hurt us a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they have.
And that's one job I wouldn't want. If I had to play football, I wouldn't want to be the...
Oh, you're eating a helmet every play.
Yeah.
I mean...
You're worried about the guy nailing you, snapping the ball. Here goes Bannett.
He throws it up. Incomplete. I was intended for Nathan out there. Well short of him. He had the guy beat.
Yeah.
I don't know if Cody got hit on the arm because...
Well, the Musketeers are going to punt here with a little over 8 minutes to go.
Need another big hold here.
We need that special play we ran to start the game on the...
Waiting on the snap here. There is the snap. Good kick. Good kick. Get an Eastern roll out of it here. Nice punt. Nice punt by Van Galen. He's done a nice job tonight, Mike.
Yeah, you know, he's talking to Mr. Ferris there on a commercial break, and he's a foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
His first game playing, and you know, so he's got better as the games went on,
Yeah.
and he's done a nice job.
So Warriors take over here with 8 minutes to go in the ball game from their own 18.
Scottsburg's going to take a timeout here.
We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, Taylor here from John Jones Salem Service. Time for that fall maintenance, so if you've been putting it off, the time is now. Stop in and get a free 27-point inspection and a free alignment check with any service. Call today at 877-473-5546 to make your appointment, or just stop in and see us. 1450 South State Road 60, Salem, Indiana. We look forward to seeing you.
At John Jones CN City, you see so many, so they pay so little.
All right, welcome back here. So baseball scores as the Red Sox are up 8-5 on the Rays. Getting ready to have the West Coast matchup, first time ever in postseason between the Dodgers and Giants. Ought to be a dandy. I know the former baseball coach Jeff Pennington's watching that one. Here's play for Scottsburg. We got a run for about 3 or 4 yards, but we got a flag on the play.
Multiple players down. That's about the first run that they've had for any positive yardage, Mike. Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like they're going to back them up here. That will back them up here, Mikey. That's about like put them back to about the 12-yard line here. So it'll be,
man, I'd be like to get a fumble right here.
Oh, yeah. Roush out of the gun one more time.
Hands it off to Morrow. He's got a little bit of a gap. He's going to get back about where he was at the first initial run. About a 6-yard gain.
Down to 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game, Mikey.
Yeah, it's got to have a stop here, and it's got to be right now. That was about a 10-yard run.
Yeah,
So I hand it off to him again. About maybe a yard at most on that run.
looks like they're going to give him about a yard. Yeah, we can't give up too many more first downs here, Mikey.
No, this right here, in my opinion, could be the ball game. on this drive.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 from Musketeer 22. Clock still running.
15 seconds to go on the play clock.
Scottsburg being very patient with the clock running here now. We talked about that earlier. Here's another handoff. He's going to be brought down. He might get another yard out of the deal, so it's going to bring up about 4th and 5 here.
So I think they're going to punt here, Wes. I don't know if Coach D calls a timeout to kind of conserve some time, or he's going to let it run down. You're going to probably get the ball with just under 6 minutes to go in a 2-score game. You can just see how slick that field is, Wes, from sitting up here in the press box.
Yeah, we've wore out the edges, haven't we?
Yeah, and you see where we haven't to do sitting on the grass. And
play clock down to 8. Toppy into punt for the Warriors. Here's a snap. The kick.
High kick.
Pick it up here, and the Musketeer picks it up, and he's going to get brought down at about the 48-yard line. I'm not sure why we...
McBride trying to pull a sneaky one, and that's a risky one.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the ball at midfield. We didn't get a favorable mark on the last time we had the ball like this.
No, he's about in the same spot here.
So, Bannett in at quarterback.
Under 6 to go. Snap to Bannett. Bannett looking to pass. Goes deep. Got a man open. Just overthrow Nathan just a little bit.
You know, I know he overthrew, but he put it where only Nathan was going to get that ball.
That's right. Brings up a 2nd down here from the Scottsburg 49.
So 5:37 to go, 34-22, Scottsburg lead. Looks like a false start on the Musketeers.
That'll back them up 5.
Score update. Brownstown 28, Silver Creek 27. Got a barn burner there.
That's a ball game, from the way I understood it. That's your final score.
That is your final.
That's a big-time win for Coach May and the Braves over there. Pass across the middle, intended for Nathan Toish. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
You know, Cody's kind of rushing things here. And final at Charlestown, 24-9. As the Pirates beat the Lions. That's not a final. I'm sorry, it's not a final.
Here's Bannett with a pass. Intended for Andrew Adams is incomplete. Brings up a 4th down, Mike, and I believe you're in 4-down territory now.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice here.
Nope. Not sure that Coach Dean's going to call a timeout here. As we'll take this time to hear word from our sponsors. Musketeer from Salem, Indiana. Go ahead.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones CNC, you see so many because they take so little.
All right, welcome back to Eastern High School here. 4th and 15 for the Musketeers here. We're under 5.5 minutes to play, down 34-22 to the Warriors. Now Bannon out of the shotgun, trips right for the Musketeers. Bannon. Pass was intended, I believe, for Nathan Tuish is incomplete. So the Musketeers turn it overall down to the Warriors. .5:23 to go in the ball game.
And I really think that was our shot if you were going to have an opportunity to win. They're going to keep the ball should keep the ball on the ground here.
Rouse for the handoff. Here we're going to have a flag on the play as he gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Holding on the Scottsburg Warriors. Spot of the foul, back them up about 5-10 yards here, Mikey. No, we're going way back here.
15 yards on that.
Now, if I'm Scottsburg here, you're just trying to eliminate the penalties here now and just get through these next 5 minutes and hand off again.
We've got to be trying to strip the ball anything we can do right here.
And we got to be sending everybody right now.
Yeah.
Bring the house down. Here.
We're just under 5 minutes now to go. It'll be 2nd 24. They're going to be in no hurry with 20 seconds still to go on the play clock.
Yeah. Rouse comes up with the play here, still looking for direction from the sideline. He's yelling out directions here. Play clock still running down to 4. Timeout, I believe, Scottsburg. I'm probably pretty sure that he didn't want to burn a timeout right there.
No, 4:32 to go in the ball game, and it's been a scoreless second half here, Wes, as either offense has got anything going.
Yeah.
After the offense has come out firing punches, blows to start the game, and defense has finally settled in, and
defense fatigue.
Yeah. And you go back and you never can just say pinpoint one play or something that cost you the ball game, but the 3 possessions where we turned it over were huge. I think they capitalized on at least 2 of the 3. It could be a one score game right now, and you still have yourself an opportunity. But 4:32, it's going to be tough to come back from this deficit.
Yep, you're exactly right, Mikey, and there is a final now from Charlestown. Charlestown comes away with a victory, big win over Salem Lions tonight. They did go in as the 3-point favorite tonight, 24-9, as Charlestown gets the win over the Salem Lions tonight. Roush out of the shotgun. He's looking to pass, looking downfield, dumps it over to number 15, Busick. And he'll be brought down, and here's a flag on the play.
I think we're going to get a horse collar on us.
And I think that's an automatic first down, Mikey.
Well, I'm just shocked that Scottsburg put the ball in the air.
That is an automatic first down.
You know, that may be the ball game with 4:23 to go here.
First and 10 for the Warriors, 4:23 to go in the ball game.
Second
down. Oh, I thought it was an automatic first down, Mikey, on that.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna jump and we're gonna go and give them 5 more on top of that. So they went from being at 1st and 24 now to a 2nd and 2.
Kind of fell apart on this defensive possession there, Mikey.
I mean, you know, part of it is they're anxious or they know they got to get the ball back. And
here's a handoff. It's going to be enough. He breaks it. He's right up the middle. Music's going to go in for a touchdown here. He split the seam right there and was gone and never looked back.
Yeah. So he breaks the drought of no score here in the second half to make it 40-22 now with 3:56 to go in the ball game. So that pretty much puts a nail in the coffin.
Yep. Well, that's just a product of shooting yourself in the foot right there. Like,
You
got a pin back here, and then you get a personal foul, and then you get an offside, and then it's next, like you said, next thing you know, go from what, 1st and
24 to 1st and 8 to, or 2nd and 8 to 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
To a touchdown.
Toppy's going to try to kick this PAT again. Rouser's your holder. Here's a snap. We're going to have a flag on the play. I'll start on the Warriors. We'll back them up. He's going to try to leg this one thing, Mikey.
Yeah.
This will be a pretty good field goal here if he can get this through. Here's the hold, the snap, the kick is up and is no good. The 5 yards cost him, Mikey.
Yeah. So just under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. It's 40-22. Scottsburg League over the Musketeers. You know, I'm not going to take nothing away from Scottsburg. They're a good team, good football team, but our boys have left it on the field tonight.
Yeah, they have. They have.
Baseball update: the Red Sox are now up 8-6, top of the 7th.
That's a battle there. That's a battle.
Bottom of the first, no score at San Francisco.
Who's pitching for the Giants tonight, Mikey? I know Bueller was going for the Dodgers. Can't remember who was going for the Giants, but I tell you what, the Dodgers are. Man, they got a nice team in Kershaw. I don't think it's healthy right now. So, I mean, you go.
Yeah,
you got a 3-man rotation there that's just dominant. You throw Kershaw in there if he's healthy. My goodness, that's back in the Atlanta Braves early '90 days. There,
they're throwing Webb
tonight. Toby set to kick off for the Warriors here. We're just under 4 minutes. There's the kick. Goes through. Looks like Jones's hand brought out of there.
So Musketeers are going to take over at about the 30-yard line. weekend. We got a lot of postseason getting ready to start in high school sports.
Yep.
You know, the tennis postseason started last week. They're in the second round of things, and football draw this weekend. Volleyball sectional starting next week. Cross country sectional tomorrow at Bedford.
And I did want to shout out to our cross country team there. You know, last weekend ran the conference meet, finished second in the conference, which is huge. You know, in the conference we're in, the Mid Southern. Austin, I had no idea. They put a perfect score on them over there. The first 5 runners over there for Austin. So Austin, obviously a good team, but hats off to Coach Olish here and the job he does with our cross-country team year in, year out. They're competitive and sending kids to regional and semi-state. So good luck to both girls and boys tomorrow as they run over there and our seniors.
Yeah, I mean, I know you was talking to Coach Olish while we were grilling, and, you know, he feels pretty good about his chances of getting out of sectional tomorrow and advancing to regional. And, you know, I know our girls don't have a full team, but we've got some individuals that could go pretty far into the postseason there. So good luck to them tomorrow. So we're back in action after the timeout by Scottsburg with 3:50 to go.
Bannett back in. Looking downfield, short pass across the field, intended for McBride.
I think we're going to have a roughing the passer on this one. Personal foul, yep.
That's a couple big hits. You know, Cody took a couple of those last week up in Salem, Mikey, and
yeah, he did. You know, and I give Salem a lot of credit. They're probably the hardest hitting team played all year.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to move the ball out to about the 45. 43.
First down.
So 3:46 to go in the ball game.
Bannett going upstairs. He's got a man open.
We're going to have pass interference.
And Andrew had him beat.
Yeah.
Good throw by Cody there. And
so they're marking it off. You hear Scottsburg's coach telling them to no penalties, just get on the ball and play.
The game's over. You know, you don't want to develop any bad habits here in this last 4 minutes here.
So the ball at Scottsburg 42. Here's the snap to Bannett. They're going to go for it again.
Pass is incomplete to Adams.
Once again, we want to give a shout out to Greg and Becky for the opportunity to bring you Musketeer athletics. Right now we're football, will be basketball before long, and in the spring, possibly some baseball, softball games.
Yeah, girls basketball will be less than a month away. Mikey, November 5th, first ball game down at Borden.
Low snap, here goes Bannett.
Pass was complete to McBride, but he's going to come down for a loss of about 4 or 5. Now we got girls basketball, November 5th at 6. We're down at Borden on the 5th and be home against the Crawford County Wolfpack on the 6th.
Yep.
I believe practice starts a week from Monday for girls. And then, beginning of November, the boys will kick in. Their first game, I believe, is the Tuesday night before Thanksgiving.
Yep, I'll be down at Borden as well.
Pass is complete to Elijah Hammond. That brings up a fourth.
Just over 3 minutes to go here, Wes.
Brings up about a 4th and 5 or 6 here. Short pass, Hammond's met. They're going to drive him back, and I believe they're going to have enough. I believe he's going to have enough for a first down, Mikey.
Well, depending on who marks it. So, knocking on the door here.
Bannon out of the gun one more time. Steps back, looking to pass, going deep to Adams. He reaches out to get it. Pass is incomplete.
That was about a half a yard too much.
Well, he's double covered every time down here.
Yeah, and I'm thinking you've got to fake this side and you go back to Nathan on the other side.
Trips left for the Musketeers with Adams on the right side. Here's a handoff to Jones. Jones still driving his feet. He's going to get about 5 on the play. Got a timeout. And the Scottsburg player is down. We'll step away here. Word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
I'm new store manager Shelby Lehman, and I'm excited to see you at our store in Salem. The big one is back. The Shakaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's for a limited time. This extra large pizza with big foldable slices is packed with extra cheese and extra pepperoni, and it's just $13. Plus, for each Shakaroni sold until October 21st, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Papa John's Foundation, benefiting local and national charities. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And we're still looking for drivers and insiders. Apply today at papajobs.us.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GMC, you see so many because they pay so little.
Hi, welcome back to Eastern High School here as the Scottsburg player is up and moving off the field on his own feet here. Good to see. Like he's got a little bit of, I can't know if it's a cramp or what in that left leg, but hopefully he's okay. Let's punch one in here, Mikey, and
you know, if you can score here and get the 2-point conversion, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah.
You can take a lot of positives away from tonight, you know, build on this week going into the, you know, season final this week, the coming week. So,
trips right again for the Musketeers. Bannon out of the shotgun. Here's a handoff to McBride, and he's going to get enough for a first down and then some, and be brought down at about the 12-yard line. The Musketeers in business here. McBride out of the shot, or Cody out of the shotgun here with McBride right behind him. There's a handoff to McBride again. He pushes right back up the middle, and he's going to get a couple on that. But a gain of about 5, Mikey, on that play.
We got to be in a little bit of a hurry here.
Yeah. McBride cuts it back to the middle, and he gets it just short of the goal line there. It's going to be about 1 yard shy there, Mikey.
Now it should move the chain, make it a first down.
So a first and goal here now with a minute and a half to go in the ball game. Hand off to McBride again. He's going to get met right at the line of scrimmage. I don't believe he's going to get in.
He got in. I don't know if they're going to signal.
They did. Touchdown, Musketeers.
If you watched our lineman, they grabbed him and pulled him in.
Well, I got to tell you, Mikey, that's the hardest I've seen us run the ball tonight. You know, he was full blow up the middle.
Yeah.
People bouncing off of him. And good job there by the Musketeers. Good run by Nathan McBride. We'll go for 2. Musketeers going for 2. Here's a handoff to Jones, and he's fighting, and I don't believe he's going to get in. Well, maybe he is. No good on that. So no good on the 2-point conversion there, Mikey.
40-28 with just over a minute to go here in the ball game. You know, I'm sure Coach is going to onside it here and just see what happens. Practice in case you need it down the road. But, you know, highest point total we put on the board this year.
Yes.
So,
I'm sure the Scottsburg coach over there is telling them, look, they're going to onside this thing. Be prepared, lay on it,
fall on it,
hold
it for your life, and you know then they'll probably get victory formation, and you know in this ball game.
I would assume, you know, with as many kids as they've had down, we've had down. Just, you know, I don't know how many timeouts Coach Dean's got left, but. So good effort by the Musketeers tonight, Mikey. I mean, you know, again, we say it every week. We look back, you know, the turnovers we had and the missed opportunities from that. We continue to clean it up. You know, come sectional time, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where you get put on the bracket, you know, you just never know what could happen. And
here's Van Galen again. And he is going to lay on it here.
So that should conclude it for us, Wes. They'll probably let the clock run out. I don't know, like you said, if Coach Dean has any timeouts or he'll even use them. But, you know, there's a lot of positives you can take from this game tonight and build on this week. And
hats off to these boys tonight. They played hard, you know. They played hard tonight.
So we're waiting to see what's going. Here we go. The clock is getting ready to start as Scottsburg line up. It's been a long game left.
Yes, it has. It's been a long game. We're going on 10 o'clock here. It is. It's after 10 o'clock. Roush, the handoff. Fumble, and the Musketeers are going to get it.
Where was that about 4 minutes ago? I mean, honestly, Wes, you get a big play here and you score. I mean, you giving yourself an opportunity. You know, is that Scottsburg's first turnover of the ball game?
I believe it is. Trips right for the Musketeers. Bannon out of the shotgun. He steps back.
So, you know, Bannon's going to air one out here. And I think you got to go with single coverage over at Nathan.
Drury checking in for Hammond. Here's Bannon out of the gun. Scottsburg bringing pressure. Here's a throw over to the pass is complete.
Got another penalty. This is going to be roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer again. You know, that's one of those things on Scottsburg. You cannot have those plays right now at the end of this game. And, you know, you're going to have an automatic first down.
And honestly, Wes, we're looking at a minute to go.
Yeah.
This ball game ain't over.
Yeah.
We punch it in.
Yeah.
Get an onside. I mean, you're putting us in business at almost the 35-yard line, inside the 35-yard line now.
Man, that pushes us down, Mikey, to about the 34-yard line. I mean, we're in business here again.
We got to go here. The clock is starting now.
Go.
Guys don't know what we're doing here. I don't think they think the clock stopped or what.
Bannon out of the gun. That's back. Screen pass over to McBride and through his hands.
May have been a good decision there to let it go through your hands, stop the clock.
We need to look like the sense of urgency we talked about. We got to go. We got to go right now.
You know, I think you got to start looking at shots at the end zone right here.
Here we go, second 10, 45 seconds to go. Bannon out of the gun, steps back, pass across the middle, and Braden Jones with the pass here.
So we got a timeout here by the Musketeers.
It's Coach Dean.
You know, we'll stay here and, you know, but in this situation, you got to take some shots at the end zone. You know that you've got an onside if you do score here to give yourself an opportunity. And,
I mean, if I'm right now, I'm not playing to make it respectable.
No.
You know, you've done that tonight, in my opinion. You've done that, and, you know, let's take a chance at it here, you know.
So
let's see what Coach Dean comes up with here. As the Musketeers are at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 7. Musketeers trailing 28-40 with 37 seconds to go in the ball game.
You score updates from the baseball playoffs. The Red Sox have pulled out to an 11-6 lead, top of the 8th. And the Giants are up 2-0, I believe, in the bottom of the second now.
Here's Bannon. Pass across the middle to Drury. He'll be brought down. It'll be enough for a first down, I believe.
So what happened there, Wes? I lost.
Look, I mean, he took it right out of Garrett's hands there. It looked like the ball was stripped out of his hand. I don't know.
So that'll definitely pretty much just put them in victory formation, and they'll end this ball game with the kneel here. And the Musketeers will fall 40-28.
and they will kneel it down there, and that will be the ball game. That'll bring us to the conclusion of the end of the game here. Final score, Scottsburg Warriors 40, the Eastern Musketeers 28.
Well, Wes, a lot of positives tonight. These 22 young men that, been here this week and last weekend have, and I'll be honest, I see a lot of improvements from last weekend.
Yeah.
And, we're going to have a tough ball game next weekend with Charlestown, but, postseason's a new season. You never know what could happen, and,
even playing field then, buddy.
Yeah, everybody's back to square one record-wise, and, what you've done in the season don't mean anything at that point. So, but, I know it's frustrating on Coach Dean's part as, you lose a game that you lost opportunities to possibly win, but you also got to look at the positives that you had on the field tonight and the things you did.
Sure.
You just got to take them and grow from them.
Well, Mikey, we can cut it short tonight here. I don't think there's much else to say. It's girls sectional coming up next week. Football draw this Sunday. We'll see who we play again. It's
been a long night. Once again, congratulations to Scottsburg, and they'll have a tough game next week as they play at home against Brownstown, and the Musketeers will be home against Charlestown, coming off a big win against Salem tonight. So
senior night next week too.
Senior night, come out and support these seniors. They put in their time, their work, and we'll see what happens.
Well, if you ain't got anything else, I don't either, Mikey. But the final here tonight: Scottsburg Warriors 40, the Eastern Musketeers 28. For Mikey and Wes, you've been listening to Eastern Musketeer football on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana. I say God bless and good night.